back at the beach. It was too nice of a day to not come back, so I did some work this morning and decided I'm canceling the rest of my plans for the day and we're going back to the beach. I actually just got to this new coffee shop. It's been on my list. It's like a surfer coffee shop. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared to go in. It's literally right behind me. It looks like it's in a garage. I don't know, but hopefully it's cute. So I thought we could start there first. Yeah, so we're gonna start there first. Okay, I'm back. The atmosphere in there was a little interesting, like it was very quiet, so I felt so awkward the entire time, but I was obsessed with the vibes. The music they had was like very beachy, very surfy. I think it's also like a surfboard store. Like I think you can buy that kind of stuff. I don't really know. They also had a photo booth. It looked really cool. So they had a Christmas menu, but none of them really looked good. So I just kind of panicked and got an iced vanilla latte with almond milk. So let's try it together. Oh, it's good. Oh, that's really good. This is a tiny latte though. This was $8, but I'm glad we tried it. You know, we did something new. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I get so anxious to go into coffee shops by myself that I've never been to before. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, why would I be nervous to like buy a coffee? But I do. For as much as I love coffee, it does be bringing me a lot of anxiety. Anyways, we got our coffee. Now it's time to head to the beach. I'm so excited. I had 2 different beaches we could go to. I was like, I don't know if I want to go to the one we went to yesterday. There's actually another coffee shop that I really wanted to go to, but it closes a little early. So that's why I was like, well, let's just switch it up and go somewhere new. Next stop, to the beach. Go for a little walk along the beach. One of my favorite things about living in California and doing stuff like this is the amount of people that are also here alone. There are so many people I've seen that are like sitting on the lifeguard towers by themselves, going on a walk by themselves. There's also a lot of like couples and families, of course, but like there's a lot of people running. There's just so many people alone. And I think that's why I feel so safe and at home. And of course, like I'm still very much like my guard is up. I'm trying to be very careful because I'm alone, but I don't feel so like silly for doing things alone because I do a lot of things alone. And in Florida, I felt like I was the only one. I felt like I was the only person that did things alone. Because a lot of my friends just didn't have to. A lot of them have like a partner for life, and I'm so happy for them and obsessed with them, but you know, I don't have that yet. And I just yeah, I've learned to do a lot of things alone, and I kind of love it. In fact, sometimes I prefer it to do things alone. And so like living in California, I'm like, wait, like maybe I'm not so weird after all. Maybe it's not weird that I'm alone at the beach. I think it's a little weird that I'm alone at the beach talking to a camera on a tripod. But I don't think it's weird that I'm alone at the beach. I brought a journal and my Bible, and I just thought I would journal. Every time I come to the beach, I'm like, shoot, like I should have gotten here earlier, because I just feel like I don't spend enough time at the beach. Today was good, but next time I need to come even earlier. And I know this is a little crazy, but I thought about maybe trying to wake up for sunrise. That way I can do like a good long walk at the beach, get a coffee, and like spend a good amount of time here, and then still have my day. And I thought like, well, but wouldn't I be tired? Like, wouldn't that make me probably really exhausted to go to Disney? Maybe. But then I also thought that actually might give me more energy than I've ever had to do something so like fulfilling and just like fulfilling for the soul and the mind, and then, you know, start my day. I actually might have more energy than I ever have had before. So I'm gonna journal about that. So I'll be honest with you, I have not opened my journal or my Bible. I've just been taking sunset pics and watching the sunset. So I didn't want to lie to you guys. I genuinely wanted to journal, like I was not trying to be performative, but like I said, like there's just not enough time in the day, because all I want to do is watch the sunset and listen to Coldplay. Which brings me to today's song of the day, which is going to be Clocks by Coldplay. That's what I was listening to on my walk, and like specifically the part where he's like home, home, that's where I wanted to go. That's how I feel about California. Like maybe this is my home, and maybe this is where I've been wanting to go all my life. But okay, because I didn't journal, I thought maybe we could just talk about what I was going to journal, because something that's really been on my mind lately is just like this little thought of like, well, what if it doesn't work out? Like, what if you don't reach your goal? Is there a car behind me? What if they don't want to be friends with you? What if he doesn't like you back? What if they don't want to work with you? Like, what if it doesn't work out? And I feel like that's probably not a good way to think, but it's just the way that my brain thinks naturally, and I'm trying to rewire it to be like, well, but what if it did? Like, what if it did all work out? What if they did want to be your friend? What if they did want to work with you? What if you could reach your dreams? Like, that crazy dream that you have, like, what if it actually wasn't crazy? What if he does like you back? Just like, what if it does work out? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work out or not, but I like to think that it does no matter what. I like to think that in the end, like, it does. Whether it's the way you thought or not is a whole other story, because like my whole life I wanted to move to California, right? I probably sound like a broken record, and I had like a certain thought of how it was gonna go. I think I thought somehow with me going to college in Oklahoma City, that's where I first went to school, I would somehow miraculously like book an acting job in California and just have to leave. Like, I think that's how I thought my life would go in some way. The actual reality of that was actually, scratch that, I'm moving to Orlando, Florida. And then I moved there, I did the Disney College program, the rest is history. And I remember on my Disney College program, like I genuinely thought, like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here for a year or two, and then I'm gonna move to California. And I told everybody that. And I didn't know how or why I would move to California. I just was like, yeah, like in a year or two. Well, that didn't happen. I ended up staying there for 7 years, which is a crazy amount of time. And I do think it got to a point in maybe 2023 where I had the realization of like, oh, I actually don't think I'm I don't think I can move to California. Like, I don't think I'm cut out for it. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I can afford it. I'm scared to move all by myself. Like, I do think I got to a point where I almost accepted my fate a little bit and was like, I don't really know what the future holds, but I think that little pipeline dream of California is just gonna stay a dream. Well, enter me, you know, 3 years after that, or 2 years. 2 years after I guess I basically gave up, I'm in California. And I would have never expected it to play out in the way it did. I'm a lot older living here than I wanted to be, but at the same time, like, I don't know that I could have handled living in California when I was like 20. A lot of people do, that's pretty normal, but maybe like I just couldn't have handled it. Maybe there was a lot of growing up that I had to do that had to be done in Florida. All that to say, here I am in California, and you know, the journey to get here was not what I thought it would be, but I actually think it might have been better than anything I could have come up with on my own. And that's, I think, what I should think about moving forward is I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if it's all gonna work out, but chances are it just might, and it might work out better than I could have ever planned. Like, this next chapter could be so good that I can't even imagine what it could be like. So I think we need to be optimistic going into 2026. I hope that it will all work out. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I think it will, for all of us. Well, the sun is like fully set now, and I'm starving. I promised myself I would go to the grocery store, so I think I'm gonna do that and then get some dinner. So I picked these up from the store, Little Snowman sugar cookies, and I thought we could bake them together, but to be honest with you, I am kind of exhausted and I really only want to eat like one of these. So instead of baking them, I thought I would just like eat like one of them. I definitely do want to do like a whole like baking Christmas cookies, like cozy video like that at some point. Today is just not that day. Let's try it. That is good. That's the perfect amount of like de-thawed. You know, where like it's still cold, it still like has its shape, but I need to go to bed because I decided I think I am gonna try and wake up for sunrise tomorrow. Now, when I say sunrise, that might just mean like wake up early. Like, the chances of me going to the beach and watching the actual sun go from like not risen to risen, the chances of that happening is like 1 in a million. I love putting this on before I go to bed. It's the Frenchie magnesium stick, and I mean, I don't know exactly what it does. Maybe it does nothing, but I just feel like it's very soothing. The scent is called Salty, so perfect for our little beach vibe. It doesn't smell like the ocean, but it just smells so good. And like, yeah, I don't really know what it does, but I just know it's nice and relaxing, and I do it every night. Also, one thing about me is like, I am just not a small talk person, so I feel like every Vlogmas episode is me just going more and more into detail about like some existential crisis that I'm having. So I hope that's okay. Oh, this smells so good. I'm obsessed with that. I have like so many Frenchie. I have like the whole line. I have the lotion, the spray, all of it. And I got it, yes, partly because it was Ashley Tisdale, but also because I just genuinely love it. Anyways, today was fantastic. I think I'm becoming just like a beach girl, like a beach local. That's something that I actually really wanted when I thought about moving to California. I was like, I hope I go to the beach more, and I didn't go for the first like 7 months that I lived here, or 5 months, 6, whatever. I feel like a little kid that just like wants to go to the park every day. Like that's how I feel at the beach. So wish me luck for tomorrow. I hope I can wake up for sunrise. If not, just like have an early morning at the beach. I want to go on a walk. I want to go maybe get a coffee. I don't think I'm gonna vlog it though. I think if anything, I will do like a short form vlog on my Instagram and TikTok, or put it on my stories. So feel free to come follow me at EmilyNels8 if you want to see if I make it to the sunrise or not. Because tomorrow though, I am going to Disney, and I have a whole like, well, I don't really have anything planned, but I'm just excited to have like a Christmas Disney day. So like that's gonna be our vlogmas tomorrow. So this is just like an extra thing I decided to do. So if you want to come see if I make it or not, come follow along. I also do a lot of vlogmas like BTS and pictures and stories and stuff on my Instagram. I also have this little like broadcast channel on my Instagram called Club Libby Lou. I've talked about it before. It's basically like a big group chat for you and me and whoever else wants to join, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with you guys, my Club Libby Lou crew, like obsessed. So in order to join it, you just have to go on Instagram and follow me at EmilyNels8, and there should be like a little button on my Instagram where you can just click it and say join. However, someone did DM me the other day that they weren't able to join, and I think it's because their Instagram maybe didn't have the feature. Like I think some Instagram accounts, like, because Instagram will like roll out their features to everyone like differently, so that might be like an Instagram issue. I'm not really sure, but if you can't join it, like try to update your app. It's free, by the way. This is like, I'm not getting anything out of this. I just think it's fun. It's like a fun place for us to like chat, and you guys can like respond back and stuff, which is why I really like it. Because on TikTok, I made a Club Libby Lou bulletin board, but you guys can't talk back in it, so I kind of like just got bored. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I had the best day ever with you guys at the beach, and I can't wait to hang out again tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Bye. Thank you.